So hard on the heels of the news that he has formally been stripped of the Garter and the Royal Victorian Award, there's now a story coming out. It's being promoted by the Daily Express, but also a few other. I mean, it came to me on the was it Twitter feed or something through some other organisation. But anyway, apparently he's now making another demand. He's now demanding that the house on the Sandringham estate will be complete with staff, including a cook, a gardener, a housekeeper, a driver, and police security. And this is from the thing called the Daily Beast. It says Andrew has done exactly what has been asked of him, and he just wants to be left alone. He's giving up the lease on one of England's finest houses and expects to be treated fairly. Apparently, he is always going on. It was always going to be about money, and Andrew is essentially being bought out of the lease, so he will haggle over every last detail of the deal. It's a sort of nasty, unattractive aspect to Andrew, and who cares really whether he's the Order of the Garter or the Royal Victorian Order honours? Who cares if they are cancelled and annulled, and if his name is erased from historic orders? It's and removed from the roll of the peerage. In a way, who cares? Because none of these things are really that important. What is important is whether somebody is a person of honour or whether somebody is pleasant. And what comes across is that Andrew Mountbatten Hyphen Windsor, somebody in the comments section, why don't we just refer to him as Hyphen, as that seems so important? Well, yes, this hyphen is monumentally unpleasant, monumentally unkind, monumentally grabbing, grasping, and so on. He had a reputation in the past with his former wife, Fergie, of being greedy, and he doesn't seem to have changed that character at all. That is who he is. This is someone who hasn't really worked a day in his life and who expects to be rewarded for that indolence. And at the same time, he's behaved extraordinarily badly. And scandalously, bringing Totty into Buckingham Palace and Windsor, and simply assuming that is reasonable. That alone is, I think, grounds for demotion. Sarah Ferguson, meanwhile, apparently remains on edge and on cue to take up some sort of granny flat in the Cotswolds in an old cowshed. I don't know whether that's fitting either, but again, there is the sense that these two individuals are propelled by not by a sense of honour, but by a desire for money and prestige and reputation. But you earn your reputation. Your reputation isn't based on how much money you've got, and that I think is the disaster and the embarrassment that Andrew and Fergie have established.